So I have no voice, but I'm also here with one of my dearest friends on planet Earth, Nabella. And how long have we known each other? Like a solid year and a half now. We originally collaborated with our friend Nikki.
Yes.
And then we met, fell madly in love. Now we're at VidCon.
Yay!
And we just wanted to make a video together. So we asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter and on your Snapchats, because you're a fancy lady and you remember to do those things, if you guys had any questions. So we are just going to do a Q&A today.
And it's like a body positivity Q&A.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we wanted to kind of focus in on body positivity because that's something that we both talk about, especially you have been talking about more and more on your channel, and your own personal struggles with like body image and stuff like that. So we specifically asked for those, but obviously there's going to be like, what's your favorite color? What is your favorite color?
Like teal, turquoise, magenta, fuchsia.
This is my favorite color. Like
I
this
like
sort
that
of
color
orange.
on you.
I wear it a lot. Ooh, Dawson Hannah on Instagram wants to know, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? I went to my dream place, which was London.
Oh, really?
The only other place that I feel like I must see before I die is Japan.
I better not be mine. Japan, really?
Yeah, Japan.
Awesome.
It looks so fun though. I have a friend who recently went and it looks like the coolest place ever.
I would like to go to Santorini, Greece.
Living, breathing, dying, sneezing. That would be amazing. It's so beautiful.
That would be so great. I would love to. Oh, everything's so pretty. And it's like theme goals, you know?
Theme goals, like Instagram
blue
and
white.
Abby.Yasho, has your family ever poked fun at your weight? My dad does this a lot and he acts like it's a joke, but it really hurts my feelings. How should I deal with this? Like, a really, really good question. We saw this and we were immediately like, okay, one of the first questions we're going to answer. I feel that, yeah, is the easy answer. It's this thing where when I started making body positive videos, someone in my close life came to me. I talked about this in a Q&A a live Q&A I did at VidCon. They came to me and they were like, I had no clue that I made you feel this way. And whether that's true or not, I think that family can be insensitive because they think they can be very real with you and very honest with you, and they're not necessarily thinking of how they're saying things. I do know parents who can be bullies to their kids. That makes me really, really sad. What's your experience with anything like that?
So, a lot of you guys that do not know me, I'm South Asian. I'm from Bangladesh, and with being a brown girl and just like our culture, it's, you know, weight is such a like common topic. It's like dinner table conversation. It's so casually talked about, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate with that. So my weight was always something that was just open for anybody to put their input on, right? And so my parents weren't really like bullies with my weight, but there would be extended family members that when they would come to visit, the first thing it'd be like, hi Nabila, oh, you've gained weight. You know?
Subtle. No, that's
like not subtle at all, right?
No, my someone in my extended family, I won't call anyone out, would see me every summer when I was a kid, like gaining weight over every single year, and they were like, you've really grown. And I would be like, oh yeah, and they'd be like, you've really grown. And it's just like, I'm 10, like screw off.
That's freaking wrong.
It's sad.
But I'm laughing because I can relate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm laughing because your story is identical. Like it's interesting to have that correlation where obviously you have a very different family dynamic than I do. And I'm certain that your experience would not be the same as mine, but I think almost everyone has an experience with someone close to them, whether it's a friend or a family member, picking apart the way that they look. And that's not right. It's not okay. If you were to go back, how do you think you would address it?
So even as an adult, it's a topic of conversation. Like, and even as an adult, I deal with direct comments about my weight from people that I love and that care for me. And for them, they're not trying to be assholes. They are just trying to look out for me. But what they don't understand is that sometimes the best way to look out for someone is to also look out for their emotional health. And like, yes, I get that you're maybe concerned. While I don't necessarily agree, I also think that you should be mindful of my emotional health. And by saying something like you've gained weight or you're now fat or you need to lose weight, you don't know how long I'm going to be thinking about that you said that to me, you know, and how much it's going to mess with my brain.
Exactly. Those kinds of comments stick with you. And now when I think to it ruined my relationship with my extended family in so many ways, because I look at them and I hear the words that they said, and I'm being very gracious with the you've grown.
Right. They were more direct.
Oh yeah, you have a huge family, and I know that you're very close with them.
Oh yeah.
But for me, in my situation, I could not continue to be in that relationship. So I think that if you're dealing with this, especially with someone who's as close to you as your father, number one, I would bring it up as a topic and bring it up maturely. As much as you can, try not to get overworked, because I think that that's when tensions can get really high.
Yeah.
When you approach it as a conversation, like, you do this thing to me. I don't necessarily know that you know that you're doing it, but it really hurts me. It makes me feel incredibly bad about myself. And if you're wondering, you're not benefiting me. You don't make me want to lose weight. You make me feel bad.
Yeah.
You know, I think that just coming at it in that way and saying, we could have a better discussion about this. I understand maybe you're concerned, but...
Or like, it hurts me when you say this.
Exactly.
Or when you say this, I feel blank.
Right.
Because then no one can deny your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So if you say that by you doing this, it makes me feel like this, they can't tell you, well, your feeling is wrong. And if they do, you can say, well, you can't deny my feelings.
Exactly. No, and I have family that would get very overworked when I would try to, I did not talk to them this calmly, but when I would come to them and I would say, you make me feel bad, you don't make me feel good about myself, and I don't enjoy my time with you because of this. And they would say, well, it's coming from a good place. Or like, how dare you be so upset? Like, I'm just trying to look out for you.
Or I'm telling you what someone else won't tell you. That's like the number one.
Oh
like,
my God,
I'm telling you, no one else will tell you.
Right.
Little do they know we're on YouTube and people tell us all the time.
No, we know what we look like. I'm sorry, we do.
Have a mirror?
Yeah, I know, I was about to ask. I bought one of those really recently.
Yeah, I have one. They're everywhere, and I can kind of see.
Yeah,
and
it's a great new
I
invention.
still love myself, so...
Sorry. But that is I wanted to like spend a little bit of time on this because that's something we both have a very extreme, backstory on. And I remember making a video a really long time ago called like, my parents think I'm fat, or my parents called me fat. But that's so hard because some parents, some people, some family, friends, they will get so defensive, and it's not because they actually think in their heart of hearts that they're right. It's because they're hurt that you're hurt, and they know that they're wrong, and they're getting defensive about it. But if you came to them and said something like that, they wouldn't feel good.
Right.
And I would bring that up as a topic as well, that, if I said that to you, like, how would you feel? If I pulled a you on you, you wouldn't like that shit.
Well, we're at VidCon. I was on a body positivity panel, and I was with some amazing group of girls, and I shared, this exact thing. So this exact issue, and I talked about it. And I saw so many faces like immediately light up when I was speaking about what we're going through and how we have family members that think that they're doing what's best for us. So I think, Chloe, you like hit the nail on the head with your advice.
Oh my God, I love that we have such different experiences with it, but I don't love that we both went through it. But it's so interesting to come at it from different sides. And that's all I can say is be very upfront, be as calm and collected as you can, really. And I know that that's hard and it's easier said than done.
Right.
But the more that you can approach it and act like a mature adult, the more I think that people can really respect that and think to themselves, this is someone in my life who I love that I'm hurting.
Right.
And that's the best advice I can give.
Yeah, and even if you're not an adult, at any point in your life, if you're very in tune with your emotions, and you can like relay your emotions and how you're feeling in a clear, concise way, people will respect you. You know? So just know how you're feeling, know how to relay that, and things will look up, hopefully.
Yeah. Loey's.love, which is one of my favorite accounts, hi baby if you are watching, was there a turning point in your lives when you decided to start embracing yourself for who you are? And then she said, love you babes, we love you right back. I'm so interested, was there, like, can you remember a very specific moment in time, or was it like a time in your life?
So I kind of have like an upper hand because I just answered this at my body positivity panel. So I kind of remember what I said, and I cannot reserve my happiness for a later date or a later wait. I felt good. I was like, when it came out of my mouth, I was like, yo, good job, Nabella.
Who is she though?
Snaps for Nabella. Yeah, I truly firmly believe you cannot reserve your happiness for a later date or a later wait. So I realized this at a certain point in my life because I was always like trying to get smaller. And I'm thinking to myself, Nabella, like, so what happens if I slip and die on a banana peel today? And I like, will I just hate myself? Like, I can't hate myself every single day and reserve loving myself for another day. Right. I need to love myself today, because what if today was my last day on this earth? Like, I need to love myself fully and wholly and unconditionally. And so that was not an easy, like, to realize that was not an easy journey. I went through a lot of ups and downs before I realized that. And it was when I had this platform of YouTube and so many people following me, and I'm thinking, what message am I going to send? Love yourself when you've dropped 20 pounds, or love yourself today and look in the mirror and be like, you are so gorgeous. Right. And I decided that was the message I would want to send, and that's the message I started to believe. And like, now I can look at myself and say, you look great and you are awesome, and you know what I mean, and all those things. No,
I completely understand what you're saying. I love the way that you phrase that. Our time on earth, not to get super serious, but our time on earth is so short.
Right.
And all you have guaranteed is
this moment.
You don't have anything guaranteed.
Right.
And all you can do is, number one, be very grateful for the time that you do have and spend it as wisely as you possibly can. No one else has to be with you in this moment. They can make a decision. They can go away. They can get out of your life if that's not something that they want to be in, if they don't want to see you flourish and be happy and do the things you need and want to do. But making yourself happy, and that can sound very selfish. I say that sometimes. People are like, but what about like other people? You know?
Right.
But making yourself happy should be your top priority.
Yes.
Doing the things that you want to do, surrounding yourself with the people you want to surround yourself with, accepting yourself, I think, is a huge part of happiness, because no matter what you want to change, and you don't like yourself, you're never going to be happy. You can lose the 80 pounds and you're still not going to like what you see in the mirror. So,
and I think it, like they say, gratitude is the key to happiness. And so being grateful for your body, like, it sounds weird, but like, I'm grateful for what I have and who I am and how I look, and because gratitude will lead you to being happy. So I'm just like concentrating on being grateful for the moment, for my health, for being alive, being able to see another day, and looking the way I look. I love it. I like love who I am, and then it leads to me just feeling happy and ready to do whatever, you know?
I love it. No, I love that so much. I'm so, again, and I'm glad that you had that experience too. I think that a lot of us do, but it's so interesting to hear like other people's, you know?
I know. I love that we're talking about this stuff. I feel like I feel like anybody that couldn't come to VidCon, now they can have that experience of like what
the body positivity panel,
what the body positivity panel looked like and felt like. It was just about loving like yourself.
I love that. Mrs.Amaya.11, where is your top from? The color is gorgeous. This is actually from BooHoo. Marissa Lay says, love you too. Marissa,
love you.
We love you. We wish you were here. So I know it was quick. We wanted to answer some more hard-hitting questions today.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like this is why I love Q&As, because they can go into a whole new direction. We sat down thinking we'll answer like 30 questions, but I feel like spending so much time, the time that we did on the two really big body positive questions in this, that was really important for both of us.
Yes.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see part 2, go on over to Nabella's channel. Yeah, and please subscribe. Oh my god, you guys, like, fangirl moment for right now. I'm a little bit like over this weekend in general, so tired, and I was going to head back today, and you texted me that you were still here, and I was like, I'm not leaving until I see this woman. You know that I love you. When my voice is gone, I'm exhausted and I still want to hang out with you.
But your voice sounds so sexy. Does your voice not sound... Leave us a comment. Does Chloe's voice sound sexy, yes or no?
Well, if you want to hear more of it, go on over to Nabella's channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you on our channel.
Yay! See you there. Bye!
I feel like I was yelling. I'm trying to like overcome.
No.